Hello, Capricorn.
Welcome to Mary's Angel Tarot.
This is a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. For Capricorn, what do they need to know, angels? Show them the message they need to see. Also, when the cards aren't coming out, that also tells me that someone's possibly not even speaking at this point. All right, contract. So the contract card is basically justice. It talks about, in the book, this talks about contracts, but it also talks about being in balance, a relationship being in balance. But this is usually my signing papers. Appreciation. Someone appreciates you. Someone is giving you some type of recognition, attention, appreciation, and contract. Would you appreciate if someone would give equally, or I'm already feeling like there's a relationship here that's not giving equally. As soon as I saw that card, it's out of balance in some way, shape, or form, but it makes me feel like there's love here. There's a message in this card that you need to focus on the rose. You need to focus on yourself, on self-love, on self-appreciation. And all these bushes that are all around her are sticky bushes. And it's a warning to not get involved in the sticky bushes and just focus on the rose, focus on the central issue. And then contract, we'll see where that goes. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh my goodness, balance. Wow. There's a relationship here that's way out of balance. That's like temperance. That talks about having a conversation, like I said, about bringing something back into balance. I'm also getting the feeling here with this combination that there could be a person that is just all over the place and they're not focused. They're focused on everything that's going on around them instead of focusing on what they need to. Someone may just be out of balance. Putting too much, balance is moderation. So you're putting too much effort into things that aren't necessary. It's almost like cleaning up the clutter, getting rid of some things that no longer serve you. All right, let's see where this reading is going. I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to use the Tarot Grand Lux today. We're starting off with the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Show me messages for Capricorn, please. What does Capricorn need to know? Show them the message they need to see. What is the central issue, angels? What's the present moment? What is happening right now? Queen of Pentacles, you're out of balance, Capricorn. All right, Seven of Wands, sign of Leo. It is about blocking. It's about standing your ground, being assertive. It also talks about being criticized and needing to defend yourself. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is going to end up being the challenge position here. When the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, to me, it could be your energy. It could be somebody else that you're dealing with. Someone who is saying harsh things to you and causing you to feel like you need to defend yourself. But she has too much going on. She's not grounded. She needs to slow down, relax, maybe even go into some meditation. I'm feeling a strong out of balance for you, Capricorn. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Could be you, could be somebody else. What's at the base of the reading, angels, please? The Eight of Wands reversed. You may not be talking to someone because this is communication that needs to happen. Somebody's being blocked here. There's a person here that possibly you feel like you're right. Like, the Seven of Wands to me is, no, you're not coming in here. You're not taking my stuff. Go away. I will beat you with this stick if I have to. He's fighting off people that are trying to come in and invade his space, his territory. So maybe someone's blocking you. The Eight of Wands to me is pretty much the same type of energy. Sagittarius. It's not speaking, not moving forward. There's blockage, there's obstacles. Sometimes it represents a misunderstanding. So you may have a misunderstanding with someone. Show me the past for Capricorn, please. The Devil. Well, it's definitely out of balance. The Devil is obsession, temptation, something, once again, that's not being done in moderation. I feel like this is a relationship, but the Devil, Capricorn energy. It wouldn't be a Capricorn reading if the Devil didn't come out. I do like the fact that it's in the past. So whatever this, overindulgence, out of balance, addictions even, gambling problems, whatever it is, it appears to be in the past. Show me crowning the reading for Capricorn, please. The Knight of Swords. Okay. So that is a challenging person. It is someone that's rushing in. Usually in most decks, he has the sword held high and he's ready to fight. In this particular deck, it's nice. I like it. The sword is down. So someone wants to communicate. Someone wants to talk. Someone wants to... This is like direct communication. Sometimes it could be harsh communication, speaking the truth. It may be difficult for someone to hear. Someone wants to cut out this devil. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And show me the future for Capricorn, please. Show me. There's Temperance. Beautiful. We needed that. So that is healing after a conversation, bringing something back into balance, compromise, patience, sign of Sagittarius again. That's an angel. You know me, I love when angels come out. Someone feels that they aren't being treated fairly, or something happened and you just decided to cut yourself off from this person. The strange thing is, I don't really see a breakup here. I see a relationship that is going through some type of a problem. I feel like this could be a marriage with contract and the devil being here. That tells me that you're bound to each other through a legal document. But this could also be just two people living together, like being on a lease together, sharing a mortgage together. Could even be a family member. Doesn't have to be a relationship. I feel like someone wants to be appreciated. Someone wants to be acknowledged. Whatever this relationship is, bottom of the deck, Four of Cups in reverse. See, someone's interested. Someone's trying to offer a way to heal this relationship, to bring it back into balance, to compromise, to work together. Someone right now at the present moment, this person that you want to work with, or vice versa, if this person wants to work with you, somebody's being blocked at this moment, like blocked, ignored, and I feel like somebody's ready to communicate here with that. Show me Capricorn's... How does Capricorn feel about this reading? The Queen of Wands reversed. Overwhelmed again. I also feel like you're not taking action. You're waiting. You're patiently waiting for this other person to take action. They know what I want. That's what I just heard. That's what you're saying. They know what I want, and I'm just patiently waiting for them to do it. How does the other person feel about this situation? Show me the other person, please. The other person's role or attitude. What does the other person think? Or other people? Judgment. Decision, wake-up call, second chances. Somebody's trying to bring something back to life here. It's almost like you're at a point where you're wondering if this is over or if you should try and fix it. I feel like you're not getting what you want. We could have two stubborn people here, each waiting for the other to take action. Show me the hopes or fears for Capricorn, please. Show me the hopes or the fears for Capricorn. Okay. The Three of Swords reversed. So that would be a hope. You're hoping to heal this relationship, hoping to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like you're fearing it at the same time. Three of Swords, sign of Libra. Somebody just doesn't know if this is fixable. There's going to be communication here because that Knight of Swords is crowning the reading. Whatever all this blockage, ignoring, and deleted the person's number from your phone, blocked them from Facebook. I'm done with you. I've had it. Standing my ground, being assertive. You can't treat me like that. Justice. I deserve love. I deserve to be treated equally. I deserve balance. I deserve fairness. Show me the final outcome. Show me the final outcome for this relationship. All right, we have an Emperor reversed and the Knight of Coins. Woo, talk about stubborn. Not moving forward, stuck. Bottom of the deck we have Three of Queens reversed. So, wow. It appears that you're just waiting for this person to change and they're not doing it. I knew there needed to be a conversation here. I almost feel like even after the conversation, this person may not... There's that Four of Cups again. Three of Pentacles reversed is Capricorn energy. Let me move this, guys. I always forget about my light. With the Three of Pentacles being your overall energy in reverse, I do feel like someone may have quit a job here. But if that's not the case, and this is not an employer, because the Emperor could be my boss card, and the Queen of Wands is also my boss card. Anyway, when the Three of Pentacles is reversed, it's like we're not working together, we're not accomplishing something. This person is difficult to work with. This person won't listen. Somebody here is trying to work this out, or somebody needs to make the first move to work this out with that Knight of Swords, if that's what you want. With the contract card being here, this could have been some type of a government organization. But with the contract and the Judgment here, I keep feeling court. I keep feeling like something is going on with court, possibly a divorce. This is just no cooperation. Somebody definitely feels like they're being judged here. The Knight of Swords is someone who passes judgment, and then we have the Judgment card in the role or attitude of the other person. And I feel like this is you in the middle here, defending yourself against another person who is possibly judging you. I am getting a lot of cards of, these are my workaholic cards. Workaholic, workaholic, workaholic. Somebody that is obsessed with materialism, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in a bad way. With all these out of balance cards, I just feel like you're possibly working too hard, maybe ignoring family. With this temperance, it's like you're patiently waiting for things to change, and they're not changing. You have a stubborn person here who, Knight of Pentacles reversed is a stuck energy. We're not moving forward. I'm unwilling to change. I'm stubborn. I'm unreasonable. I feel like you tried to talk to this person. Even the Four of Cups in reverse is offering a cup of love that someone is not interested in. Someone doesn't want to work this out. I'm getting a sense of rejection here. But I also feel like whatever this is, it can't continue. I like that the devil's in your past because I feel like you cut out an unhealthy relationship. Somebody stood up for themselves here and said, you can't treat me like that. You can't talk to me like that. I deserve respect. I deserve appreciation. So I feel like you stood up for yourself. But whatever you're doing too much of. I mean, I don't really see an addiction here. I just see someone obsessed with material possessions, obsessed with making money, possibly gambling. I mean, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed with the devil here. That would be the only addiction that I would think is happening. But I don't feel like it's an addiction. I just feel like you need to get grounded. You're a Capricorn. There's definitely someone that you have blocked that has the potential to work this out. You're hoping for a reconciliation, hoping to have this heart-to-heart conversation, hoping to have a second chance. But this stubborn energy, let's clarify that. Where's my minis at? I do get a feeling that someone is preparing for a conversation here. I do. They're trying to make a decision about healing this relationship, preparing for a battle. Like, I'm going to sit down, we're going to have this talk. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if they're going to change. I don't know if they're going to start putting in effort. I don't know if they're going to appreciate me. I don't know if they're going to treat me better. Going over and over this conversation in their head, even writing it down, writing down what you want to say, looking in the mirror, preparing for the conversation. But I don't know. Show me this outcome, please. This Emperor and this Knight of Queens. I have this new business that opened. Yeah, we're stuck here. I have this new business that opened up behind me, and they have a dump truck and a dumpster. And boy, when they slam that dumpster down on the ground, it scares the crap out of me every time. I don't know if you heard it, but that's what it was. Oh my gosh, I jumped. I almost lost the cards. Eight of Swords, sign of Gemini. You know, turning a blind eye to a situation, feeling stuck, feeling helpless, feeling trapped. But if you, I don't know, if you want this reconciliation with this person, I feel like you need to be brave. I feel like you need to just go in and say what needs to be said. This energy of like no movement here. I feel like this is thoughts. I feel like you might even be angry. Angry, blocked you, cut off communication. I'm out of balance. You know, this was an unhealthy relationship. I cut it off. I was brave. I moved on. I'm feeling better. But this is also a card about working it out and compromise, which I feel like is in the other person's role or attitude. Judgment in the upright position. Unless you just feel like you were being judged by this person. Something is so unfair. Show me this Emperor reversed, please. Show me the Emperor reversed. How is this going to turn out? Thank you. The Six of Wands, losing the battle. No victory, no success. Somebody is stubborn. That's also not being recognized, not being appreciated, not getting attention. Somebody feels like they're not getting rewarded for their hard work and effort. You have a lot on your plate. Like you're doing too much. Trying to possibly please this person. I say every time the Eight of Swords comes up, there's the Tower. There's going to be an explosion here. There's going to be an explosion here because, but anyway, let me go back to this for a second. Every time this comes up, I always say, you have the power to free yourself. Stop thinking about it and just do it. Do something about it. You know, make or break the relationships. You can't sit in an energy like this. If you hold back too long and you're patient too long, then the angels are just going to bring in the Tower and there's going to be some type of explosion, some type of argument. The Two of Wands reversed, which is going to force someone to go down a new path, and it's going to be over. Something needs to be fixed here. I feel like that Tower could be avoided with communication. I just feel like you're both waiting for each other to communicate first. All right, I'm going to pull you. I'll do a romance angel or two. Angels, what's under there? The 7th chakra. Crown chakra, communicating with the universe. Also, Archangel Uriel shows you your path. You got to use your intuition here to fix something. Show me Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn. You deserve love. You are lovable. I feel like that's over here. Whoever you blocked, cut off communication, this person just wasn't treating you right. Show me one more. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And on the bottom of the deck we have release your ex. Release your ex. Didn't see that coming. This Emperor. That kind of changes things a little bit for me. So this Emperor lost the battle because you blocked them, cut them off. You said you weren't putting up with this. You wanted to be appreciated. You felt like you were out of balance and you left, and now you're healing. You left and went in a new direction. Wow. And now this person wants to reach out to you. They want to heal this relationship because they lost the battle, but they're in their head. They're not making a move. There's an energy here of I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right. Like that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like somebody's not going to give in here. You felt forced to move on because you weren't being loved. You weren't being appreciated. You weren't getting recognition. You weren't getting attention. So anyway, with the release your ex, you released this person and you moved on to something else. And they're in their head and now they don't know what to do about it because they feel like they've lost you. And they want to heal this relationship. I feel like they might be reaching out to you. Queen of Swords cleaned up the clutter. I feel like they might be reaching out to you with an offer to see if you're interested, and I feel like you're saying no. Wow. No, I deserve love. No, I don't want to work this out. I'm still angry over what happened. So this Tower already happened. Or it's happening for this Emperor. Thank you so much for watching and good luck with your situation.